We are in the southern capital of Sri Lanka and we are at the Galle International Stadium for an exciting test series. Sri Lanka versus Pakistan. It's a two-match test series.
Beauty. Starts out with his typical in-swinging slanted delivery. I think the thing that surprises most. Caught behind, gone, fishing outside the off-stump. Shaheen Shah Afridi nets one for Pakistan, gets his 100th scalp.
Too good, Afridi, too good. The batter all the while waiting for the one that comes back in. He does not give it to Nishan Madhushka. It's not the first time that he's caught on the crease, feet going nowhere. It doesn't come back. He bowls that angle. Nicely taken by Sarfraz. Pakistan strike. Pakistan celebrate early here in Galle as Nishan Madhushka is dismissed for 4. 6 for 1.
That's beautifully driven through the offside. What a way to get off the mark. Stylish and good looking boundary through the offside.
Geez, that's a top shot. The moment you walk out there, Shaheen Shah Afridi going fuller, looking for the in-swinger, but and he's up to it. Good stride in and leans into it. We know value for shot.
Another try, pitching the ball up, trying to bring it back into the stumps. Good solid inside edge, earns him a 4 through mid-wicket. So off to a very good start here. Kushal, 2 boundaries. It's 14 for 1.
Two boundaries, you picked up. Mendy's finding the timing straight away.
Nicely played through the mid-off area for 4. That's such a good shot. Great timing and footwork was spotless.
Slightly fuller than what he's been, Naseem Shah. That allows Karunaratne to punch it down the ground. Sri Lanka wanted his qualities as a test player into their one-day team and he had a great run.
This on strike. Shaheen Shah Afridi from over the wicket gets an edge and goes in the gap for 4. The very first ball Afridi bowls after the break, finds the outside edge, but where is the third slip?
This needs to be answered. That's a good call from you, Roshan. If you have a bowler like Shaheen Shah Afridi operating, and who has quickly realized most of the Sri Lankan batsmen, they are trying to play from the leg stump. They are worried about the in-swinging deliveries. They are worried about getting overbalanced, and Shaheen Shah Afridi has recognized this. He's been sticking with that natural angle, taking the ball away from the right-handed batsman. Third slip is needed.
Once again finds the edge, taken in the slips. That's what he was aiming for, Kusal Mendes. That time it didn't bounce as much, it was a bit low, his hands were low, but taken in the slips. Well, they've got 2 in quick time. Kusal Mendes got off the mark with a lovely looking shot, but then after the break squared him up, found the outside edge. It was dropping, but a good catch.
Is back in swing of things, Shaheen Shah Afridi with the bang. Second wicket for him. Through a good catch from Maga Salman in the slips. 12 was the achievement for Kusal Mendes in this innings. It's 2 for 2.
On the pads, he will get a boundary. Don't bowl there to Dimuth Karunaratne. You should know by now. You have the artificial intelligence, you know exactly where Dimuth Karunaratne scores his runs, and that is an area, square leg, fine leg, leg side, loves it. Never on the pads to the Sri Lankan captain.
He's a fantastic player, and I'm surprised when you talk about the top batsmen around the world. That's where we have to improve upon. Wasn't in control, but a result is very good. He gets another boundary. Now coming back to the point, and not many fast bowlers been able to create that kind of impact. Maybe they haven't been guided properly.
Upish, but a boundary. Nice stride by Dimuth Karunaratne, pitched up. When he hits it in that area through extra cover, it looks very good. Really timed it, came off the middle of the bat.
You seldom see him hitting the ball in the air, but he made sure that he hits the ball on that occasion away from the fielder. A counter-attack from the Sri Lankan captain.
Pull shot, top edge. I'm wondering whether it's gone all the way. It's not. The umpire says one or two bounces and 4. Again, I don't think it came on. Dimuth was through with the shot, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look.
He was looking to fetch the ball from outside the off stump. Didn't move. Oh, nicely timed. Nicely timed. Should go all the way. Another boundary for the Sri Lankan captain. It's 46 for 2.
Edge for 4. Playing away from his body. That was 140 plus. The 50 is up. That was streaky. But Matthews will take it.
No backward movement. That's why he had to push at the ball. Very lucky. The ball didn't go to the third slip.
Hit him somewhere. He's walking. Karunaratne does not wait for the umpire's decision. He walks. And this is massive for Sri Lanka. In trouble. Yeah, it's just a little tickle down the leg side. The angle from over the wicket. He was actually looking to leave it at the end, but didn't get the hands out the way quickly enough. And just a little brush, good enough. Good catch taken, diving to the leg side. Karunaratne goes for 29. 53 for 3 now, Sri Lanka. Shah. Edge, that's number 4. Brilliant. Brilliantly taken. That was flying. Oh, the captain moves smartly to his left, and Chandimal has to go. Wow, it's not a good shot. Not this early on in your innings. Hasn't given himself an opportunity to see what the wicket's doing. He's just thrown the bat at it. That is a good catch from Babar Azam to his left. It's gone very quickly. Pakistan celebrates the demise of yet another Sri Lankan batsman. Dinesh Chandimal goes for 1. 54 for 4. Yep, off the mark. Deft touch from Dhananjay De Silva. Now we're talking about the pace and how it can be a benefit to the bowling side. Once it's off line and length very slightly, presents an easy opportunity for the batsman to get runs. Just helped it on its way down the leg side. No chance. Umam, the fielder, at fine left, an extended spell from him this afternoon. That one just sliding down the leg side. Has he got fat on it? We'll have to wait and see. It is back confirmed by the umpire. 17 overs gone. 62 for 4. Just a little too straight. The wrong one. Back of the hand. Matthews reads it and deflects it. Skip.
Absolutely unorthodox. And he gets a boundary. Despite that field on the leg side, Dhananjay is able to thread it. And yes, it's not the paciest track, so he had time to play that shot.
It'll liven up the proceedings. Certainly this length in this kind of shot, what a good cricket shot, and what good cricket overall, because for me it's still a high, a pacer coming in, bowling a bouncer, and then batsman belting it for a 4 or a 6. Good wrist work, playing it down, extension of the arms, everything so right about that. Caught and wide and put away beautifully by the striker. He's in good touch. He knows his game. That's the other good thing about Angelo Matthews. So he'll bank on his strengths. He'll wait for the loose one and then cash in. And this was short and wide. Once again, trying that shorter length, but misfiring it, Shine Afridi. It's not a natural length for him, by the way. He's so good at pitching the ball up, shaping.
Oh, that's nicely hit. Nicely timed. He has started to grow in confidence. Angelo Matthews on the signs for the Pakistani bowlers.
Now this is what we're talking about. Looking to try and get a wicket. Come around the wicket, trying something new. Let me pitch it up. See if he'll play the drive. Maybe give an opportunity to the man who's catching in front.
And another one. 100 on the board.
Well, if the shot before this was a top cricketing shot, this one is even better. Very similar delivery. The last moment just closed the face. Whip the wrist so that the ball can go wide of the stumps on the onside. He's starting to look really good, Angelo Matthews.
And that shot was indicative of the fact how nicely the ball is coming onto the bat now as opposed to pre-lunch session.
He's just sat back, hasn't he? We talked about the pace that he's bowling at, so he doesn't have to try and force the ball away. It's a case of timing. And he's just waited for that ball and hit it right under his eyes.
Not the right length, not the right line. And the left arm Numan Ali has been penalised. Boundary of the last delivery of the over. It's 114 for 4.
The slips to create that pressure.
He's not learning. Numan Ali, he was penalised with a similar kind of a delivery in the previous over. And offers the batsman similar kind of opportunity. And he accepted that gleefully.
Well, this is delicate. He's just waited and waited and run the ball off the face of the bat, knowing that once it gets wide of that fielder, could have.
That was better. And that's why a better result for the batter.
Now they've enjoyed that, the crowd. Been a few overs of the scarceness of boundaries, but that's much better. A lot more confidence and purpose in that stroke from Angelo Matthews.
And he fetched the ball from outside the off stump to be able to hit the ball straight. Any other batsman would have looked to hit the ball through extra cover.
Nice shot, beautifully hit for 6. Lovely back swing and hitting it so crisply.
Really, really well played. Good use of the feet. Went leg side. Babar Azam had brought that mid-off in, which is a positive move from a captain. And Dhananjay De Silva taking that out of leg stump and hitting it over the top. This is good cricket. Dangling the carrot. Dhananjay win after.
Easily done. Takes a run and gets a 50. Beautifully crafted innings. Didn't really have to sweat it a great deal. The champion batsman under pressure, and has always seemed to have delivered for the Sri Lankans in a tough situation. You get a tough cookie like Angelo Matthews, and he's there.
All the experience being put to good use. Torrid time before lunch. Absorb the pressure.
Catch it is the call, but I don't think they're going to catch it. It's gone all the way for 6. And that's the half century for Dhananjay De Silva. And the 150 is up as well. He's 1250. And his first versus Pakistan. And don't forget, he's got 200s against Pakistan. So he's enjoying this Pakistan bowling. And what a partnership it's turning out to be here, Tino. 96 runs. They've still not got Sri Lanka out of jail, but they've got somewhere.
That's well played. Just the use of the feet getting to the pitch of the ball, and he knows that there's no danger of the ball turning past his.
So Noman continues. There goes the slog sweep. Very safe shot. Now he's starting to pick his spots. That's another 6. Dhananjay De Silva is usually not the type of player who looks for sixes. The 100-run partnership, but he's hit 3 of them now.
No, I don't even think he's looking for 6 here. It's just a good cricket shot. And what I like about it, you won't see it from that angle. He's picked the ball that's outside the line of the off stump.
Now you said yes. The risk factor was less. More runs here. I think this will be 4. It was just whipped off his pads by Angelo Matthews. Just a touch short.
Wonderfully timed. Yes, the line and the length weren't right. There was a gap in that onside field, but he still needed to find it. This has come off the meat of the bat from Angelo Matthews. Just the whip of the wrist through the gap and 4 through.
Matthews goes again. He likes that area. He likes to take on the off spinner, and he knows when that mid-wicket area is open, he will just keep picking on those spots. The previous one was a touch short. This one was fuller, and Matthews needed no invitation.
Yeah, you picked up on it as soon as the off spinner came into the attack, Roshan. You said Angelo Matthews, given the opportunity, will look to go
and 50s plus. He's made 15 runs here. Runs are coming quite quickly, in fact. That's another boundary. The last 14 balls have given Sri Lanka 28 runs, which tells you that Pakistan is just loosening that grip. And Sri Lanka now starting to control things in this session.
Another example of waiting for the ball and getting right in the air, wide of the man at mid-wicket, and it will run away to the boundary. Make that 32 runs off the last 15 balls.
Well, Ramesh Raja made the point that Abrar doesn't like to be attacked, and the Sri Lankan batsmen are looking to do just that. The first 3 balls, 8 runs, taking him on. Now he's been the one who's looked good out of the spinners on the tie batters down. This time, that's the wicket they've after, and Pakistan have struck almost at the stroke of tea, and I think it's tea. The umpires are thinking about it. They're about 3 minutes, and yes, it's tea. That's a massive wicket here. Just short outside the off stump. Matthews looking to thrash it off the back foot, and Pakistan get a wicket on the stroke of tea.
He's got to be disappointed. It's a nothing ball, really. And Angelo Matthews has given it away just before tea here on day 1. He goes for 64. It's 185 for 5.
Right lines. Nicely hit. into the gap. Yet another boundary from Dhananjay De Silva's bat.
He controlled that really well. Just seems to be sitting up for him though. But since he's clear in his mind that he's going to play the shot, he's able to go after it. If you're caught in two minds, that's when you're in trouble.
Yeah, that
Matthews was dismissed.
Catch it.
Chips it, 4 more. Aerial, but in full control is Dhananjay De Silva.
he just raced the ball into the gap. Yes, he did take the aerial route, but he was always in control of that stroke. He knew where the ball should go. High elbow, just timing the ball. Easy on the eyes.
Nicely played, that's a top shot. A good player, Samara Wickrama. 200 up on the board.
Not only using the angle quite well on that occasion, Samara Wickrama, he timed it nicely as well into the gap. This boundary should give him.
See. Oh, gets away with that extra bounce. He's watched it closely. That's what helps him guide that to the boundary.
Yeah, good wrist work from Sudhira, enabled him to fetch that boundary. He negotiated that extra bounce quite nicely. Watched the ball till the very last moment, just guiding the ball.
Gives me the impression he's playing him off the pitch rather than what.
Full toss, dealt with. Second boundary of the over.
Yeah, Babar will have to react to this. Can't allow runs to leak. Especially at this stage, Sri Lanka scoring at over 4 and over. He got that totally wrong. Samara Wickrama always looking to score. That works in his favour. 26-run partnership. You mentioned Shaheen Shah Afridi. He's bowled 12 overs. Oh, nicely played. On his toes, Dhananjay De Silva. You can watch that time and time again.
And that's where good players make a huge difference. It wasn't a bad delivery. Just outside the off stump, back of the length. Just by staying on the leg stump, he was able to hit the ball through covers for 4 runs. Very elegant.
Masking the ball. Are we looking for some reverse here? That's gone over the head of the fielder at lone gully position. Yeah, I mean, half a mistake, but the shot was definitely on. Short and wide from Naseem and put away for 4.
You know, one of the rare short deliveries that we've seen from him today. He's been pretty good. Hiding the ball there, not wanting to see the batsman what he wants to do with it, but it is too short. Better width, and if you throw your bat at it like that, and you do get next delivery.
This time he finds the gap. Much to his relief, I think. Yes, he gets a boundary.
He's been luckless, Shaheen Shah Afridi. Between these two, a crucial one for the 6th wicket. See, again, he's reaching for it. But to his credit, there's a positive stride in and he leant into it. But from Shaheen Shah's point of view,
His eyes. 4. Short and wide. That's something that Dhananjay has done very well. He's pounced on anything loose. Maybe pretty late in the day, but still, if he sees the opportunity, he's taken it.
that's a calm come to him. He plays it in a way that he gets it away from point. That's why he lets it go past him. Choosing this highlight package because that's how. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. What a catch. Pakistan strike. Sadira Samaravikrama cannot believe it. Imamul Haq flies through the air and plucks it. What a bowling change. What a wicket for Pakistan.
Magnificent. Pakistan seem to be making this a habit. They had Angelo Matthews just before tea. At the stroke of tea, that ball turned, it bounced. Brilliant catch by Imamul Haq at forward short leg. Just take a look at the way he holds on to it. Perfect. So late in the day. Oh, he goes sideways, horizontal, and holds on to it. What a catch.
Oh, you can watch that over and over. Imamul Haq, and what a time to pluck that out of thin air. Surprise Sadira Samaravikrama. A little bit of turn, a little bit of bounce. Was not expecting that from Aga, and hence place it in an awkward way. 242 for 6. Never settled in properly, though he got 36. Samaravikrama, Sri Lanka 242 for 6.
Pretty late in the day. Sri Lanka obviously would have preferred to go in with the 5th wicket or the 6th wicket pair, but not to be. Aga Salman striking gold, which allows Pakistan to attack Ramesh Mendis and the tail when